And the idea is the more colors that we introduce to our diet, the better and healthier our gut health is, our microbiome is, our energy factories, our mitochondria are, and the better we could detoxify our body as well. So all of these things start to shift into place when we start to introduce this colorful variety. And don't worry, there is science that I'm going to tell you about. I love talking about the science. So what it is we're looking for these phytonutrients, phytochemicals. You might have heard the term polyphenols before.
Yeah.
Essentially, these are these little compounds. So back in the day, getting in the Wayback Machine, back in the day, we used to think about nutrition as calories, the macros. So like what comprised the energy producers. So that's our fat, carbohydrates, protein, right? Important stuff. And we're going to come back to protein in a second, but we kind of focused on that stuff. And then eventually we're like, oh, there's these micronutrients, like vitamin C and magnesium and vitamin D and like all these like super important nutrients, not to take away from them. More recently, in the last couple of decades, we've started to really better understand that there are literally thousands. We actually think there might be 20 to 30,000 different phytochemicals, in
Mm.
addition to those macros and micros, that are actually the star of the show. As it turns out, they're sitting there having little conversations with our body and giving it information. And so all the different colors are a example of the different phytochemicals. So the more colors we eat, the more of these phytochemicals we end up getting. And the more variety of these phytochemicals that we get, the better that conversation. It's almost like amplifying the conversation. And that conversation is the coolest part, in my opinion. I'm a nerd, so take that for what you will. But this is the coolest part. They're
Yeah.
talking to our body through our microbiome. So
Yeah.
like the bugs that are in our gut, the good bacteria, bad bacteria, that whole balance that's happening there is actually the translator. So they're speaking a language, our body speaks a language, and the microbiome is translating that to our body. And that's essentially what tells the body how to repair, when to detoxify, when it's safe, when the environment is good. Like it's literally telling it everything that our body needs to then go, got it. This is how I'm going to take care of this, right? So what researchers have found that if we can get 30 different varieties of colorful food in our diet over the course of a week, that kind of optimizes this communication and this process. And so that means everything from, vegetables, fruit, those basics, but it also includes nuts, seeds, grains, spices, herbs, right? Your herbal tea counts. When you do combinations of different herbs in your cooking, that counts.